These things are gonna be locked in, right?
Okay, so why don't you take that, and then why don't you take this?
That's from play.
That's from the play? Yeah, the box is from the play. Now I'm just gonna keep this.
All right, let's call this meeting to order. Monday, January 23rd. Let's take roll. I'll start off here.
Andy Chance Davis at large.
Vicky Platt Treasurer.
Joseph Gonzalez, President.
Miranda Locady, Vice President.
Michael Phelps, Secretary. Alright. So we are back for the new year. I don't have anything for the President's briefing, but we can start off with the Secretary report.
Yep. Motion to approve December.
A second.
Okay. I have for motions and voting between meetings, Miranda proposed purchasing Mr. Lee a Santa costume, and Amy and Vicky voted yes, so that happened. Joe proposed buying items to decorate the staff lounge for about $30, and Miranda and Michael voted yes. And Joe proposed $50 price for a work of art for the fundraiser, and everyone voted yes. And then the only other item I have is I filed our business entity report for the year, so I think those are good for a year with the state of Indiana. 2 years,
I
okay.
think it's two.
I thought I did it last year too, for some reason, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Anytime officers change.
Okay.
I figured out. So you have to stay on for 2 years.
Anything else, Mike?
Nope, that's it for me.
That's it. Awesome. All right, Treasurer's report.
Oh, it's quick. Okay, the beginning balance for December was $37,843.65. We had deposits of $3,138.89. We had checks that we wrote out, $4,469.72. And we had debit transactions of $1,352.82. So we had an ending balance as of December 31st of $35,160. I will want to just pass it out to Michael, because I know.
Thank you.
he did it. And that is that for Turner report.
Awesome.
That's as of December 31st, I'm sorry.
Mark?
Yeah, we're still on the hunt for somebody to take over for Scrip. After some discussion with one of our prospects, I would like to put out a list of the duties so people aren't thinking it's this giant all-consuming thing. It's like a little bit all year long. It's not like a full-time job. Maybe at one time it was, or maybe a part-time job, I would say. But at this point, it's really like maybe an hour a week, if that, and that's for the whole thing. But then when it's busier around like Christmas time, the holidays, and like Teacher Appreciation Week, it can be a lot more. But otherwise, it's really not that time-consuming. It's just a lot of pieces, and the big piece that we're missing right now is somebody who can hopefully breathe some life back into the program and get more involvement. So I was thinking like that could be one person who is maybe good at the online marketing stuff and be like, is a Facebook person who has the time to think about ways to like promote it and just be like a weekly reminder. Hey, don't forget, you can just get a gas card or a grocery card, or if you're going out to dinner, don't forget to pick up a gift card or use it on your app or whatever. So I just don't have the time for that anymore. So, and then just the different pieces. It's the online, the the front desk, getting somebody in to just be in charge of the schedule and making sure all the paperwork's being done, that kind of stuff, and then the actual like numbers of it. So there's like different types of people that it would suit. So sometimes you find that on one person, but sometimes you get somebody who's really good at the social aspect but not the numbers, and vice versa.
So in the past, we have 2 people doing it.
Yeah, and we technically do have 2 people working on it. Yeah.
Would there be, in your opinion, should it continue to be 2 people? Should it be 1 person? Should it be 3 people?
I think that, so it isn't too overwhelming for one person, especially because we don't have that continuity. Normally, it's been somebody who has already been familiar. Like when I was first approached to take over with another person, we were both new, taking over for people who had been there before. I had already been working at the script desk in the office, or in the lobby for a year probably, or almost a year, I would say, before I was approached to take over for people who were stepping out of position. And then the other parent who was also approached, was doing, had never done script before. So actually, and that's kind of what made me think of that, is the other parent who was approached with me at that original point, said yes. And then once they got into it and realized like kind of what was involved and like realized how involved it was, because it is a little bit, there's a lot of pieces to it. They realized that like their personal life, it didn't suit them. Like it wouldn't work out. Like they had just gotten a new dog and it wasn't working for them. So they came back and said, you know what, I think this just isn't for me. And I applauded them for that. And I said it's hard to like commit to something and then say no after. So that's why I think that the possibly like breaking the role up a little bit, the coordinator role into smaller pieces so that it's not so all encompassing for one person possibly. And then you'll also have that overlapping. Hopefully you can like cross-train people on covering things also.
So the kind of like that list of duties that were in that email that you gave me.
Those are the main pieces that I can remember.
Am I supposed to be keeping track of the script checkbook?
I believe so, because it's not part of our,
Okay, because I have it.
it's all part of.
I mean, I have the checkbook at home and everything, and I have access to like the checking
I
account.
think Kelly was doing it before you, so I don't know.
I
And then she
I
passed
asked
over.
her and she never got back to me on it.
Yeah,
So I never did anything with it.
yeah, we don't touch the checking. account.
Okay, I mean, I'll start looking at it, because, I don't know, I never looked at it, I never balanced it or anything like that. I had the checkbook at home, but, yeah, I'll start looking at it.
So yeah, let's get a meeting together to kind of go over those transactions.
Yeah,
And especially you were saying about lining things up.
yeah,
Can't get that figured out.
Okay,
Especially, let's get that done this first quarter.
okay.
So that's
So I'm assuming I would be the numbers person
that
on that?
you.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look, there's not a lot that goes on. I mean, there's a
No.
check here and there.
no, and
It's
when I
nothing-
say the numbers person for script, it's more the person who, because we have like an inventory of cards in stock that we have to then reconcile and make sure like what the computer, what the script software says we should have on hand matches
Oh,
what we actually have
that's
on
what you
hand.
mean by the numbers
When
person.
numbers, and
Oh,
also
okay.
making sure that the money is getting collected from the customers and then it's
Okay.
getting deposited into the script account, which you are in charge of.
Okay, all right, I will look at that.
Okay.
Okay, so anything else for that?
Michael?
What?
Not
I have my
much,
notebook back.
and then there's not much activity
Jot that
happening
down.
until like teacher appreciation week, unless we can get somebody to help get things, you know, it'd be nice to get whoever in and hopefully trained and take over before teacher appreciation so we can see some activity and that sort of thing. So that's the next big thing.
All right, so events, we have events on here, so committee updates, events kind of carried over from last month, I didn't remove that. So we will move on to volunteers.
Parties for Valentine's Day are being planned. We're waiting on the snack list from Nurse Bert. Is on Valentine's Day. Nurse Bert's doing a mobile dentist clinic on Wednesday, so there's a couple volunteers that are gonna help him with that.
That's it? Awesome. Okay. Yeah,
So-
forms,
To go back to events,
yes.
ice skating?
So we have some other stuff down here.
Yeah, I didn't see that on there. Was it on there?
No. So ice skating's already been locked in.
Okay, I was just,
For March.
March, what was that?
Yeah. March 5th.
March
March
5th.
5th.
Thank you.
Oh, 2 days after that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Not ice skating.
That was the
Sitting on
only
the
date
bench
that was
watching.
available. The other date that was available
Oh, no,
was
that's fine.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Yeah, that
And
wasn't.
so, I was like,
And
Super
is
Bowl
that-
Sunday, March 5th.
Well, let's get that one planned right now then, Miranda, right? For next year.
Yeah, we're going towards now, towards PAC, or is it gonna be an 8th grade fundraiser? Did you guys ever get together with 8th grade on that? Just curious.
It was 8th grade last year, correct?
And I know you guys were talking about it early this year, but they were having issues with their coordination on the 8th
Yeah.
grade side.
I'll double check with them. I remember us, we talked about it.
Yeah, it went last year.
Okay, who's the 8th grade person I should talk to?
Dylan was doing a lot of it first part, but she's home obviously, so she's not doing anything with that.
The basketball coach, Sarah.
Oh, Williams,
Sarah
oh,
Williams.
that's true.
You sent me a picture.
And I know Allison Shell said she was willing to help out with that kind of stuff too.
I will reach out to her.
Oh, Dan wanted me to, let you know about the 5K. And it is scheduled for May 20th in Coffee Creek, and they're having a meeting on Wednesday. Let me see what time it is.
You said May 20th?
Yeah, May 20th. It's at Coffee Creek. And they're having a meeting on Wednesday, committee meeting at 3 o'clock or 3:30, I believe. Huh?
I saw 3:30
Yeah.
after dismissal.
They wanted to know if they could order and pass out stickers at Dow for the 5K, and the PAC would pay for that. But he was thinking like $90. Yeah, like, stickers for the 5K, like, to advertise for it.
Honestly, you don't do that.
No?
Yeah, it's just gonna be,
Okay.
like, I mean, tell me a little bit more about it.
He didn't really go into detail, he just kind of mentioned it as I was leaving the house for the meeting today.
Like, do people buy the sticker, or is it just like?
I think it's just for advertising, to put in with the Dow stuff, like to pass out at Dow. So I could ask him to give me more, details on it, but yeah, he just kind of mentioned it as I was leaving, so.
Yeah, tell him to reach out to me.
Okay.
Just because like the whole transaction at Dow, I'm trying to think of like when people check out, will there be something there? Like, I think that's more like a poster on the table, like a
Okay.
QR code.
Yeah.
I think would be more suitable.
Okay.
And cheap.
Oh,
Yeah, and
nice poster, would be pretty.
Okay.
If you guys would allow something like that at
I
Dow.
left Mark.
So yeah, that, if the whole goal is to get the word out about the 5K, I think there's other ways to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll try to get to that meeting on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then we can talk about that.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, and they're looking for sponsors too, for the 5K. So if anybody has any ideas of who they should definitely hit up or stay away from.
Yeah, I would
or-
tell him to wait till after Dow is over.
Okay.
All the focus and all the money should be going towards Dow.
Okay.
At this time, especially with that being in May.
Okay.
Restart the wallet.
Okay.
All right, sustainability.
We're gonna do a denim collection in February and, haven't figured out one for March, might continue denim and just, if anybody has any leftover, especially scraps after Dow, then I can take those somewhere else. that's going pretty well though. The light collection was incredible. I emptied the bin 3 times and then there's more in there right now, so that's good. That just goes to, the, recycling bin, the same, recycling, in Lake Porter and Port County. You can take all your recycling, the same place. I think that's it for sustainability right now. I'll have more next month because April is Earth Month.
Did you intentionally skip over the uniforms?
Yeah, I didn't have anything for you.
I just want to make sure that you didn't, so it wasn't forgotten.
As for denim, is there any like specific things that you're looking for?
Well, I'm sure that there'll be some that's not the best that they won't use for Dow, but I'll take whatever and then they can filter through what they want to use. And then even the scrap pieces I can take and donate to North Face because they'll take clothes in any condition. So to me, that means pieces of clothes. That's any condition, correct? And then they even give you a 20% off coupon.
Nice.
So I've yet to use it. So if anybody wants a North Face coupon, you let me know. I make regular trips. I get most of my clothes secondhand. So.
Do you want to post something on Facebook about that, or?
I did. I put one up with chickens and pants, just for you guys. I'll keep posting it though. A reminder, and Jen Hubbold also put it in the newsletter. And then also there was a mention that went out for people that don't pay attention to sustainability, that if you have denim for Dow specifically, to bag it and send it straight to Kelly. So there might be denim everywhere. So as long as it gets to the Dow people for now.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Cool. All right, so Christy sent me an update for fundraising popcorn. So popcorn is this week, Friday, 27th. And then for January, we're gonna have a give back at El Salto in Chesterton, all day, all night, on Taco Tuesday. So January 31st.
That's a double dip. We have script for us also.
Really? There you go, double time. And then February, we have one scheduled for Papa John's in Chesterton, all day, all night.
Which day?
That is going to be February 14th. So Valentine's.
Oh.
We might have heart-shaped pizzas
Yeah, especially for parties.
Mhm.
Party,
there. Yeah, that'd be good.
It's another one we can get for.
Nice.
So for now on this phone orders, we have to mention Discovery and third-party apps won't be included in that. And then I'm working on.
When you say third-party apps, does that include Papa John's app? Or is that like just if you order like Uber Eats or something?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like Uber Eats, DoorDash,
Okay.
stuff like that. Oh, and then I'm working on one for March at a great place in Belpa. It's like a fast service place. And that is that. All right, so Fall Fest, we got a date.
Yes, so I reached out to the Parks Department. I asked for October 1st or the 8th. October 1st is already booked, so the 8th is available. She's working on getting me a copy of the contract that we had from last year, just so I can make sure that that's still what we want to use. I talked to Kelly about it, and she said that there was some space that we used that we didn't pay for, so there's some miscommunication there, so I just want to make sure that we're all squared away so that doesn't happen again this year. So October 8th is what we're looking at.
Did you check the boys' schedules too?
Yeah.
So,
Just making sure it's not public, because I will not be there this year for this.
I remember like the bouncy house guys too. They do a big bit about them putting stakes into the ground. So I guess when you get that contract, we'll have to look at it, make sure that's kind of clearly stated in there. Also, did she tell you when you have the deposit down there?
as soon as possible. I just told her I want to look at the contract first, and go on a date before we do.
Okay. Is it the same as last year, or is it different?
The full, whatever space we're renting is the full amount to secure the,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, you got paid for all the fun. Okay.
Hot commodity.
For sure. All right, Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up. And,
So I've just been starting to look at some things that I know book up. I had tossed around the idea of possibly bringing a taco food truck here for the teachers and staff on that Tuesday.
What are the
Um,
dates for teacher appreciation?
The 8th,
May,
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's May 8th through the 12th. Yes, 8th through the 12th. So that would be Tuesday, the 9th. I reached out to Las Mamasitas, taco truck. She has a date available, basically to serve, like 65 to 70. Maybe looking like right around $1,700. I have the invoice that I can email it to you guys just to kind of show you what that includes. But they require 50% of that to secure the date to have them come out.
Vanessa, have we ever like surveyed the teachers on what they like about Teacher Appreciation Week?
No.
Especially food options like that?
Yeah, I think food's always good. Meet different teachers, appreciate different things. I think the overall span of the week between things that PAC do, Deb does, and we as administrators do, I think usually covers everything pretty well. So I think just like in years past, just coordinating with Deb on what she has planned and her thoughts. That way there's not like double up on meals in the same
Right.
day.
Yeah.
And we've done food truck before too. I don't know how they're planning on serving, but something that we found, because we've done the Redemax food truck a couple times.
Oh, nice.
And what we found to make it easier and to so the food was ready for their lunchtime was they would put like the order in ahead of time.
Oh, yeah.
So that way the food truck would know exactly who was coming at what time and they could have the orders ready to go. So
Oh, yeah.
they didn't have to sit and waste time
So
waiting for the food. So I don't know what their plan is in serving, if it was like buffet style or whatever.
her idea, yeah, so it's basically, she's just gonna have the truck out there and everything is kind of made to order, but we were telling her ahead of time that like what meats we want, like
Gotcha.
all that stuff, so it's all there, and she'd be serving it from 12 to 2, just because I know that'll cover special times
Yeah,
for our K through, what is that, 2, and then the later lunch hours for the up through the school. And they can come and go, come back as many times as they want, type of thing, so. But I can check about doing that too, maybe get a couple volunteers run and get
Yeah.
orders.
well, I mean, if they have food ready to go, then that probably wouldn't
Probably,
be an
yeah.
issue. But like with the burgers and stuff, it just made
Yeah.
more sense for us to have them put their order in ahead of time.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, I guess, we can do with Deb, but figuring out if Tuesday's the best day, before we lock that in.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud.
So my first time, so it's in- out loud.
Yeah, for sure.
we usually do the breakfast, and I know I mentioned that. There's not been, since I've been here, waffles. And my son has an extensive collection of waffle makers. Yes, that's Jasper, that's
Jasper
Jasper
has a
for you, he
collection.
does, they're his.
I
They're
believe it,
his.
actually.
And there's little ones, and they're quick and easy,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be fun, just an idea.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I
And
have
he really
breakfast.
wants us to use them.
Aw, what a cutie. He has to get up early though and come and set them all up for us.
Yeah.
Maybe we want him to not, maybe you could help clean up, that would be better too.
All right.
I also have a line on a gift
Yes.
for the teacher gifts. She already said she would love to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The cloths?
The house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome.
And you have to put a damper on Jasper's waffle iron, multiple. Power's always an issue in this room.
Yeah.
As you probably right, but just something to
Some
keep in
power
mind.
strips, I'll run an extension cord out there,
Generator.
pop a breaker or something.
We'll get it
And
accomplished.
Mr. Lee on call to switch the breakers, where is the breaker box? Seriously?
You didn't find that in the basement in your thing?
No, that was maybe,
No.
I might have found Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh, I believe it.
So, yeah, so I think it could be another thing.
Sorry.
It
It wasn't that bad.
Sounds good.
You weren't that good.
Just the nerve of the practice when it got as,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about this?
Yep.
Okay, so the summer event, just refers to the back to school night. Deep River is completely booked. We did not, get a date locked in with them. So we were looking at alternative options. I reached out to Zao Island, to see if they'd be willing to let us rent it out. They don't generally do that, so we're kind of going back and forth to see if there's a way that we can make that work. More than likely, it would be a weekday, from like 4 to 9. We're just kind of trying to figure out if we can swing that. If anybody has any other options, tried reaching out to Cascade Mountain,
Mhm.
but they're not open yet, so I haven't heard back from them. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'm open to hear those.
What about just like the Hobart pool?
So I'd have to ask, but I went to a birthday party there, and it is like for Hobart residents only.
No, that's not true.
They
They give you a special rate if you're.
Oh, okay.
Lelia, I live in Chesterton, Lelia had a birthday
Oh,
party
really?
last
Oh,
year.
okay.
Yep. They
They,
charge you more if you're not a town
okay.
resident.
okay, that
Is it
makes
the high
sense.
school pool?
Yes.
Oh, the high school.
The high
You're
school.
talking about the
Oh.
outside.
Is
on
the
10th.
outdoor pool open?
That I don't know about, sorry.
The one on 10th, are you talking behind St. Mary's?
Yeah, by
Yeah.
St. Mary's.
Yeah, and so that one is,
Sorry.
Because they have like a
Hobart
little
only.
splash pad area too.
Yeah, it's super cute and very convenient and a lot of space, but it's like for residents only, but the one at the high school is really nice.
Yeah.
I just don't know for how many people we have, I don't know if that would be, I guess we can talk about that. It's hard because I know that Deep River really brings out so many people, so
Right.
I'm trying to just think of somewhere that we could
Spread out.
have all of those people. Yeah.
It's a lot of,
In fact, Kelly said they sold like around 500 stations, so yeah, there's a lot of
yeah,
people.
that's a lot of people.
That would be a lot of people in high school pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would not come. My anxiety's already through the roof with
The Munster
pools.
pool is really nice too. Like
Where?
their community pool in Munster, but that's a little.
That's
Oh, yeah,
Is that much farther though than Deep River?
yeah.
What about that outdoor Jumbie water park? Where is that?
Oh, like in Whiting.
Oh, and Whiting.
Okay, never mind.
Out on the lake.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've always wanted to go.
I
Just
know.
from seeing pictures.
Right.
Why, we should go there.
Send me a list of suggestions. I will check them all out.
Well, I mean, I don't know, people went to, how far is it from Deep River?
I don't know, I mean,
When you say it's too far, you're talking about too far from the school? Because you have to remember too, like, a lot of the kids that go here don't live in a 10-mile radius of the school, right?
Right.
we do a 25-mile circle of the school.
That's the.
It'd be like
Like, how far
fast,
How
like,
far is, the thing in Whiting from the,
Here it's 25 miles.
no, I mean, from Deep River Water Park,
Probably like another 25 to 30 minutes.
is it?
Yeah.
What about just a beach day?
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I was thinking too.
Like,
maybe.
is there a place, like, if we could rent out, like, the open air pavilion, is there space where we could, like, put bouncy houses, or have food trucks come and, like, still charge tickets, like, for people to come do that, like, just put on,
Or even just like a
Michigan
meetup
City?
yeah,
at the dunes or something.
or, I'm thinking like Bridge,
Oh,
the green one, because I have, like, an indoor space with bathrooms and stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. But,
yeah, let's look
Yeah.
into it.
alright,
Beach day would be
we'll
fun.
figure it out, there will be a back to school.
I mean, it's no different than like, a water park day with the weather.
Yes, very
It's
true.
just like 30 minutes. Okay.
And that could be really open to all families, because no one would have to pay.
Yeah, that's true.
we could always just sell some swag.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty cool. Summer event So before we get into data stuff, I know, so I had emailed you earlier today about priority of the picnic tables for the Chromebooks. Maybe you have time to think about that.
No.
Yeah, it'd definitely be back to us. It'd be nice to get one of those within the first quarter, so just love your thoughts there.
Okay.
Dow, so Lisa, do you have an update on Dow?
So Cutting Line is reserved. All the sponsorship info is out and all of the silent auction info is out. Raffle tickets have been ordered and I think they're ready. They just have to be picked up. Posters are ready. I have to pick those up. We're just really pushing ticket sales and sponsorships right now. And then teacher times are coming in slowly. And oh, class baskets. That stuff is starting to come in slowly. So grade chairs and grade chairs have been pushing those emails out weekly. So stuff is ready.
Cool. And then, like, do you have anything specific for us to do as a PAC board for Dow? This stuff?
No. Share all the info.
Yeah.
Bring your friends.
Or ask everyone we know. Gotcha.
Awesome. All right, so a word apart. Great name, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah, that was a good one.
it was very clever.
Annette has been hard at work. She filmed her video in Chicago this weekend.
Oh, she did?
And yeah, that's what she said.
Nice.
And this year it's going to be a little bit bigger canvas. We're going to do 11 by 14 instead of the smaller 8 by 10s. We found a really good deal online.
So we have extra in the basement.
I know. No, they're 8 by 10. So yes,
It's a
just
joke
spread the
about
word on
basements.
that. And get a bunch of those kits sold. Do you have anything else to say on that?
No, I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what she's coming up with.
Oh, the chocolate. Better be tasty chocolate, that's all I gotta say. It better be chocolate I wanna eat in that bag, because I'm gonna steal one out.
Conversation hurts. I'm so
Yeah.
upset about that.
Sorry, you lost that battle.
I love my chalky conversation hurts.
You know, we all
We
have
want to solve
a
it.
weakness
I
for
know.
kind of a bad candy, right?
My recognition, so I want to recognize all the people who helped clean the basement.
Oh, yes.
Between Andy and your husband, these guys up here,
It wasn't George.
Jen Hubble, putting this on record for everyone to know, Jen Hubble vacuumed the entire basement.
On her hands
On her
and
hands and
knees.
Yep.
With the shop vac that had holes this big and vacuumed every inch. If you go down there, you think it's a brand new space. Like, it looks absolutely great.
Yeah, she's great.
And then anybody else that I missed that helped you?
Well, not this go round, but I also want to thank all of you guys who came this summer. Your whole family, Lisa, you guys got, what, 2 dumpsters full, Lisa, did you say? Before we even got to it.
Mr. Lee,
And a shout out to
Yeah,
Mr. Lee
Mr.
for
Lee,
pulling the
shout out.
carpet out.
well, he
and-
helped in the summer.
Oh, he helped in the summer too on his own
Oh, yeah.
time? Okay, see, all these people that work here that are doing their own time, that, anyway, it's awesome. It was a lot of teamwork, tell you
And
what.
Elijah, his son.
Mhm.
Yeah, awesome. Well, and it'll probably continue until this summer. But by this summer,
Hopefully.
it should be done all the way, right?
It looks way better.
Well, it could be a classroom.
Yeah.
Well, there could be a care
It was the old teacher's
closet.
lounge, right?
Your care closet idea.
used to be the teacher's lounge.
Awesome. Yeah, public comment? Anybody online?
Oh, you know,
Does
this,
anybody want?
I'm not public, I should have brought this up before. Are we doing pizza? Are we
Pizza,
selling pizzas?
yeah, that's next
No.
one.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, okay. I just,
Like the individual?
the little ones.
That's March.
Okay, so it's still a little ways off. Okay,
Yeah,
It's in March?
thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
just
a
having.
little ways off from that,
Oh.
because I know it wasn't during, before the,
We're gonna start selling them after that. Oh, perfect.
I think everything's gonna be after Dow.
Out of my brain now.
That was,
Till Dow's over, it's not filed in the later.
and then we could figure out who pizza vendors we want to use. Alright, meeting adjourned.
Alright. So Joe, I have a question.
Yeah, those pizzas are like everybody's favorite.
Which one? Which one?
Jill Sawston.
This was the one.
The AJ's were okay.
We were
The